Welcome to the Ringside Gods Podcast, where we discuss everything from boxing to professional wrestling to mixed martial arts. This podcast is completely uncensored.
I think he's just an undisciplined fat fuck.
Unrestricted.
Is it because he looks like a lesbian?
And totally unadulterated.
Oh yeah, he'd be PC principaling me right now. He'd be like, did you just say that someone looked like a lesbian?
No topic is out of bounds.
I can't stand him. And I hope Junior Dos Santos beats him into a fucking coma and forces him to retire from health injuries. That's what I think of Derek the Fat Bitch Lewis.
So, strap yourselves in, because your podcast starts in 3, 2, 1, now. Welcome to episode 2 of the Ringside Gods Podcast. I'm your host, Projectmadtrapr. And here are my two co-hosts. I'll let them introduce themselves. How about it, boys?
Go ahead, Ant.
You address him as the king.
I have pizza in my mouth. And don't use my name, asshole.
This is Mac, aka Mystic Mac. 100% accurate MMA predictions. So again, if you need to place a bet, come see me. I'll need some commission off your winnings. Alright, go ahead, Ant. Up to you.
What did I just say?
Keep calling king.
I'm not calling him king, bro. I've never done that.
Bro, you practically sucked my cock.
I think your
This is
mic
the
lagged out
legendary
there.
KingPsycho 87.
That's going in.
Never.
Alright, let's get crack-a-lackin' on this shit. So, the UFC's ESPN deal. This is huge for anyone who lives in the United States. You guys have heard about this?
I've heard some negative things about it, if I'm honest.
King?
What's it entail?
Okay, so this only affects people in the United States. So, as far as I know, we should be okay. But basically, you know how UFC has pay-per-views for all different providers? You know, DirecTV and blah blah blah. Now they're only ESPN Plus for all upcoming pay-per-views.
Ooh.
So you have to have an ESPN Plus, which I think is like $5 a month or something, and then you can get the pay-per-view. Sounds like an extra money grab to me.
Yeah, I have it.
Oh, there you go then.
But wait a second. You'll have to order pay-per-views
Yes.
in addition to the $5 a month?
Yes. But
Will they
it's
still
also
be giving
cheaper.
allegedly $5 a month shows too, though? Like where you
Yes.
don't pay an additional fee?
Yeah, you'll have
Alright, well.
you'll have everything. It's just like if you have ESPN Plus, it's the $5 a month thing, and then you can get the pay-per-view for $60 or whatever. They've dropped the pay-per-view price for UFCs for like $10 or something apparently with this deal. So it kind of equals out. And
Well, they should.
Well, they should,
Make it
yeah.
$60 a month.
Yeah.
A year, rather, excuse me.
And then another $60 for that pay-per-view as well. So yeah. It's not like WWE where you get
I heard
everything.
that, didn't they say that you have to have, they said that you have to have ESPN Plus to even be able to
Yes.
be able to purchase a pay-per-view. Isn't
you
that
do.
right? That's
You
just
do.
atrocious, because don't you have to pay for ESPN Plus?
Yes, $5 a month.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
As I said, it sounds like a money
What's going on
grab.
with Fight Pass
but-
then?
That's the big
Are the
question.
pay-per-view prices lowering? Yeah.
The pay-per-view prices are lowering by $10. My question, and I couldn't get an answer. I tweeted at Dana White, I tweeted at UFC Fight Pass, and I tried to ask around. Apparently everything
I'm
stays
surprised he
if you're
didn't answer you, dude.
outside.
I'm sure that no one's trying to contact him. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, totally. He's got nothing else going on. Fucking no answers on that as far as I could tell. I'm kind of surprised Fight Pass didn't answer me. How many people are fucking asking them questions? Yeah, so
Probably a
apparently
lot
Yeah,
right
it's
now.
like
everything is the
5
same.
people subscribe to you, so...
Now, I don't know how it works because you're dealing with the UFC directly through Fight Pass. So I don't know exactly how it works. They haven't answered that question because, Dana talks. It's probably his Meniere's disease making him slur his words and shit. I don't fucking know. He just kind of goes off and doesn't answer. He's shady. He knows what not to answer. Apparently bars and restaurants, they deal with the UFC directly still, and they can get pay-per-views still. So that's no problem for them. It doesn't really affect them. They don't have to have ESPN. That's a different thing. Apparently it's supposed to be bundles and combos, though, with ESPN Plus. So we'll see what happens, what kind of things those are.
I think it's a bad move not to...
Oh, I agree.
Let people buy pay-per-views without subscribing to ESPN Plus, because, here's the thing. What about people that don't have the fucking internet? I know that sounds like, oh, who the hell doesn't have the internet? But there are literally people, especially senior citizens, that do not have internet in their house, but you bet your ass they have cable TV.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, that's the weird one. I guess you have to have ESPN.
In order to have ESPN Plus, I'm saying you need the internet, correct?
I think so. Yeah, I think that's what they're doing. They're going to more streaming platforms.
Like, what about people that, people still live this way, dude.
I know.
Dude, there's people that still have Dish.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And
Jesus.
you can order
Especially elderly
pay-per-views
people
on there, though.
Not
you know
anymore,
what I mean?
apparently.
Like, no more
Not
UFC pay-per-views, apparently.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, me...
Well, they got bars and restaurants, I guess. But...
Yourself, Mac, and I mean, clearly we have internet, it's not affecting us, but I don't know if they, considered that.
They probably did, but they were probably pulling the old Xbox approach where it was like, well, we have bars and restaurants for that. So that's probably their fucking philosophy on it. I bet they did this for money. They probably got a lot better of a deal doing this, and the UFC also has a lot more control over the pay-per-view, because if they wanted to change something or do something like that, they had to get approval from everyone that's included in the deal, so they probably got a better cut of the profits, I'm willing to bet, from each pay-per-view.
Speaking about money, did you guys hear about how much Darren Till got paid to fight Jorge Masvidal? I think it was like $86,000 or something.
He's a Scouser,
Okay.
so...
Isn't that insane?
Well...
No.
He's a Scouser, so it's not that
There's nothing insane about it. It was a regular contender fight. Like, you know what I mean? It wasn't a title eliminator. It wasn't a
that's
He
title.
was headlining the event.
Here's my question. What happens with the fighters and their pay and cut?
It wasn't a pay-per-view.
No, it wasn't.
No, I know,
Fight
but
night.
still.
But, like...
Let me tell you
what
something.
happens?
$86,000 to get laid out in front of a crowd is pretty good.
To get laid
I
out.
think you
I'm
did
sure it
pretty
pains
well
you
for
to say that,
himself.
Ant. You love to.
I mean, what? $14,000 shy of six figures. And I'm sure he got... Did he make $86,000 and that's it? Or did he make $86,000 plus his Reebok sponsorship and all that
Probably.
shit?
Well, that's probably, I don't know, $4,000. Who knows how
You know
much
what I
Reebok
mean?
pays. But yeah, I know.
I'm thinking they're paying at least low five figures. Like
Maybe.
10,000. You know what I mean? Low five.
Maybe.
You know what I'm
It
saying?
depends. It all
Maybe
depends
20.
how long. Maybe. But the thing is, it's like, I wonder how this is going to affect the pay-per-view points fighters get, because they get some of those.
Poor
right?
Darren Till, he only made six figures to get laid out. I'll let Jorge Masvidal punch me in the chin for $100,000. That's fine by me. I won't fold like a fucking umbrella or anything. I won't close like an umbrella around it. But he can do it for $100,000.
Since we segued
I'll probably look at him like he's silly after he does it, but whatever. I'd like my $100,000 for it. That's fine by me. I mean, he punched that guy Leon Edwards 3 times in the face, and the guy looked at him like, what are you trying to do? You know what I mean? Like, how hard does he punch? You know what I'm saying? Give me a break. You can punch me in the face for $100,000. Dana White, you want to make that happen? Full consent. He can punch me right in the face for $100,000. I won't move.
Oh, fuck. Well, since we're already talking about it, what do you guys think of the Till Masvidal fight?
What a great fight. And how about fucking Masvidal? Okay, now I'm gonna rant a little, so hear me out.
Go for it.
The sound of the bell. He comes running across the octagon and field goal kicks Darren Till in the balls.
Yep.
Clearly, well, maybe not clearly to the rest of the world, clearly to the king, that should have been a point. That was no little, like, I was trying to kick him in the leg. His foot was up the crack of his ass. It was such a bad low blow. Like, he fucking field goal kicked him in the nuts.
My God.
And laughed at him afterwards. He was laughing. Like, you're telling me that wasn't on purpose? Like, there has to be, like, some type of rule where if there's malicious intent, or even if it's not malicious, but it's devastating enough that it has to be a point. And either way, that ties into it. And let me tell you something, real quick, almost the end of the rant. Had the ref take the point there, I think we have a totally different fight on our hands.
You might. I mean, because until
I think the whole fight changes. Because then, note how Till came across the octagon and then dropped him. That was out of anger.
Mm-hmm.
He was then fighting angry. And fighting angry doesn't work for everybody.
No.
I think if the ref takes a point there, Till knows he's up a point. He's definitely got the round. You know what I mean? More than likely he's going to get the round if he does his thing. You know what I mean? At worst, it's going to be a tie. You know what I mean? If the ref takes a point. Even if Masvidal ends up winning the round, he's still losing a point. So he's going to fight a lot differently. That, had the ref done the right thing, I don't think Darren Till gets knocked out that night. Because, in my opinion, Jorge Masvidal isn't as skilled as Darren Till. Jorge Masvidal had a puncher's chance, and that chance came in the second. That's all I got to say on it.
Mac? Opinions? Okay, it seems like Mac is full of Anthony Joshua's cock at the moment. So,
he loves it.
So let's see. So we got fucking... what are my thoughts? I think Till... See, that's one problem I have with Till. I like Till, and I thought he was going to destroy him. We both did. We both thought Till was going to destroy Masvidal, and that first round, I was like, oh, here we go. That'll work. And
I thought he could have been stopped there.
It could have been. I mean, he was fucking him up really well. I know that Masvidal's tough, though.
He is, but the way he went down, it looked like he was out and then hit the mat and woke up. And we've seen fights stop for that.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I'm not saying, the ref should have definitely stopped it. I'm just saying it could have been stopped there. Till could have been the winner if the ref felt like it, and I don't think there would have been much dispute.
I don't think anyone would have disputed it that badly.
Hit the canvas.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
Like, he was out. That canvas woke him up, but as we know, Jorge's tough. You know, they don't call him game bred for nothing, right? Yeah.
Fuck no. And then, that's the problem with Till, though. He's not versatile enough on the feet where you know what he's setting you up for, right? You know that because of his stance, you know what he's going to throw. And you know what he's trying to hit you with. And it's kind of like Roy Nelson. After a while, once you know what's coming, if you can make specific counters for that, and I think he, I wouldn't say complacent, but he should have been varying up his strikes a lot more than what he was. He just kind of seemed he was just trying to knock him out. Maybe he was fighting angrily. Maybe he just didn't expect the counter. But fuck, he got clanged, man. He got knocked the fuck out. He flipped the fucking ground so hard.
Oh,
when I saw that, I was
brutal.
shocked.
It was brutal. Brutal
Dominic.
knockout.
Oh, fucking Edwards beat. Actually, speaking of Edwards, fucking Masvidal then hit him with a 3-piece and soda in the back.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that about?
You know, I don't know. I guess he was, antagonizing him. I don't know. You know what I don't like?
What's that?
I didn't like a couple of things about that. Like, you know what? you just want to fight Jorge. You know what I mean? And by punching that guy 3 times in the face, like, I know they're making the 3-piece of the soda bean, but maybe that guy's not afraid of you now because he just ate 3 sucker punches to the face, and it didn't even faze him.
That's the
like
thing.
Maybe you just gave that guy a lot of confidence to fight you now.
Well,
it's like,
yeah.
oh, his punches don't hurt.
Or motivation. Now it's like, oh, you made me look like a jackass.
Or
now
motivation.
I'm gonna fucking, like and it shows a lot of mental weakness in Jorge Masvidal, I think, because it shows you can't control yourself. Well, it shows that all someone has to do is talk shit, and here comes the anger, and maybe that helps him. But I mean, it could take you off your game. It can really take you off your game.
You know what else I don't like? I don't like how far Till fell down the rankings.
Oof,
down to number
bad.
7? I don't agree with that at all. I think maybe, just maybe, we put Till at 5 and Masvidal at like 4. You know what I mean? First off, they should both be above Rafael dos Anjos. They're both much better than him.
Yeah, I mean...
I like RDA, but they're better than him.
That they are.
Ben Askren just got here. What
He's
the
like,
fuck is he doing at number 6? And you know me, I like Ben Askren. I like him a lot.
Yep.
But what the fuck is he doing at number 6? I don't mind him cracking the top 15 with that win.
Oh, definitely should be top 10, but... Yeah,
Lawler
number
was
6 is
8,
a little high.
so how about we make him 8?
Yeah.
You know?
Well, and Masvidal was number 11, and now is number 5.
I don't
That's
even
a
mind
jump.
that as much as I mind
Till
going down to
this
7.
much. Yeah,
And I know
mean,
this doesn't sound like much, but at least have Till at 6. Like 7, like that one extra
you
spot
lost to the
makes a
number
difference.
11th ranked guy, though, you know? Pretty convincingly.
I think Mac just finished off Anthony Joshua. He's back. Awesome.
Yeah, how did
So-
it taste?
Disconnected the whole time.
How did he taste? Was it
My
good?
goodness.
Salty, bleachy,
You're insane, you know that?
With
pineapple?
salty balls. Alright.
Yeah. Does
So
he
we're-
eat pineapple beforehand or no? Does he have a nice steak?
I don't know,
dinner,
Ant,
or what does he
you're
do?
the expert on that, aren't you?
Well, Tyson
You'd
Fury
probably
said
be
he
able to
probably
tell.
has a big cock. So I don't know.
I'm willing to bet he has a very little penis.
Oh, shit.
Like, I'm pretty sure Joshua has a little penis. Which is
Oh
fine.
my god.
You know, it's not like he's having sex with anyone, all the steroids he's on.
You think he is?
Oh, yeah.
No, he's not, Ant. Come on, bro.
All the steroids he's on, that thing is, like, non-existent.
I'm going to look up the rankings and see who is where, just to see.
You hate AJ. You know what I mean?
I don't really hate him, it's just how it is.
He's too cocky for his own good.
It's not that cocky. He's pretty
350 million to fight Wilder? No thanks.
humble. You think?
He's really cocky.
What was he was offered hundreds of million, correct? Like something ridiculous.
Yeah, he's way too cocky.
Bro, Deontay Wilder was just offered to fight AJ, and he declined it, bro, so...
Well, because it paid AJ a lot more money.
It's still a shit ton of
and
money
it's
for
just a deal to
Wilder,
get
though,
AJ
still,
a fuck
man.
ton
It's
more
like, what
money.
was it?
Where,
What was the deal?
but see, that's the whole thing about
I
boxing.
swear it
though.
was
It's
like
all
80
about the
million or
terms.
something for 3 fights.
We don't
I thought that's what
exactly
it was.
know. It's all kind of
80 million for 3 fights for the
Yeah,
zone.
but
2 of them
Joshua
being
didn't buy
West.
more
an
than that
offer,
for
but-
2 fights.
But then
Who
again,
cares about the split?
I don't think
Wonder-
the split was
uh,
that good.
Who cares about the split? Because
But the
yeah,
split,
Why
but
would they
Wilder's
possibly
never got
fight
paid
3
anything
split
near
times?
that.
is
Who wants
huge.
to
The
watch
pay-per-view
that?
buys will be huge.
Wilder?
I don't want to watch him fight Joshua 3 times.
Well, it's just like a
No,
deal.
it's only
no, it's just
twice.
a deal for.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Twice. He would,
No. He wouldn't
There's a-
fight
there-
Joshua 3 times. Just
yeah.
to
There's
dazzle
a
or
rematch
whatever.
clause in there, so 2 fights would be with Joshua, then 1 with someone else, who knows.
He's fighting someone pretty good, though.
Yeah, how
Someone
the
that
fuck is
Joshua
RDA number
put away,
4?
but the guy's pretty good.
Yeah. I think Wilder's gonna put him away.
Didn't
Brazil?
Wilder beat
No,
that
Brazil
bum
hasn't
3
fought
times,
Brazil yet.
twice
Brazil's
already?
only lost once.
Yeah,
Anthony
didn't he beat him?
Anthony Joshua beat Dominic
Yeah, they
Brazil.
fought Brazil?
He lost one time to
Okay.
Joshua, but that's his
Oh, I'm
only
thinking of-
loss.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm thinking of that
Stavern,
Stavern guy. I'm thinking of Stavern.
Staverne's good.
That's who I'm thinking of.
Oh my god, man. He wasn't in the second Wilder fight. He was so bad.
Staverne's a good fighter. Don't get me started on my
here's my
boy
problem.
remains too good.
You know, I'm...
Just because he's Canadian.
So we have
Sure,
Tyron
that's
number
fair.
1 ranked. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Colby's number 2. Makes sense. Then it goes Stephen Thompson.
That's
Not
what
sure
I mean.
about that one.
Till dominated Stephen Thompson.
He didn't
What the
dominate. I wouldn't say that.
I wouldn't say dominate, but... I mean, he won.
And you
I
gotta remember,
would.
Stephen Thompson dominated Masvidal, bro. So it's like, what do you mean, you know?
Yeah, why is
I think he
RDA
should
ranked that
be-
high?
I think Phil should still be higher. Yeah. The end.
Yeah, I mean, why the fuck is RDA
The
that
end.
high?
The end.
Who did he
RDA
beat
should
Robbie
not be
Lawler?
that high.
Anthony, you were like crying when he got knocked out, bro. That was.
That was a sad occurrence.
Yeah. You're like, I should
You know,
have
all it
tears
did
on
was
this
ruin
day.
the welterweight division.
Yeah. You're like, who cares
Well, we all
about
know-
Masvidal?
Yeah. Holy shit.
Like,
He
what
might
the
be
fuck
the
did RDA
ugliest guy in the fucking UFC, too.
Who?
I mean, he's a good fighter. You know, he's got heart and shit,
Masvidal?
but yeah.
He
Oh.
did look
He
kind
might
of
be
dirty with those
ugliest
cornrows
fighter
or
in
braids or
UFC.
whatever.
Oh, he did.
Oh, he looked disgusting.
I think Roy
Yeah, he's
Nelson
like
used
disgusting
to have
slob.
that title.
Oh my god. Roy Nelson's
Anthony,
not that
what-
ugly. He's just a fat fuck.
And what would you do if you saw Masvidal in person?
Well, there's nothing to be done. I mean, if he asked me my opinion of him, I'd give it to him.
Because I remember at one point in time, you did hate Roy Nelson enough that you said you would spit on him if you saw him in public.
I used to hate Roy Nelson, too. You know what it is? Every time he loses, he acts like he can't believe it. Like there was like a robbery or something.
Yep.
Mark Hunt knocks
Yep.
him clean out. He got up like, what? I won that fight. But he
You
got
won
knocked
that
the fuck out. Dude, every fight he loses, he gets up like, what? It's like he looked like Randy Marsh. Thought this is America.
Yeah, you're like, maybe if you didn't eat so many cheeseburgers.
I don't even, you know what?
Oh, God.
Cheeseburgers get a bad rap. Cheeseburgers really aren't that bad for you.
Not
Well,
in
whatever.
I
comparison
don't
to
know what
other
he was
things.
eating. Yeah, I don't. He was just eating tubs and tubs of lard. Because let me ask you something.
You're
How
right.
can you be 260 pounds and be
And
that
like
fat?
5'10".
And be that fat though?
Yeah.
It's just-
I was 280 pounds with abs. How is he 260 and fat? I'm shorter than him. I'm lucky if I'm 5'11".
Damn.
I'm about 5'11". Between 5'10" and 5'11".
Dude, do you think maybe it was like a part of his fighting strategy just to gain as much fat as he can in his midsection to absorb body shots? You know what I mean? Like, that could be it.
I think he's just an undisciplined fat fuck.
Yep. That's my opinion of him. Who had a hell of a right hand and not much else.
Jesus.
I'm not
He did
just
beat
saying
some good
this,
people, though,
his
that he
stomach's
had no
bigger than
business in
mine.
beating, didn't he?
And I'm the heaviest I've ever been right now. And I got this heavy because my sport is powerlifting right now. This is different. You know, people are built according to their sport. I had to put on a significant amount of weight to cut the distance that I had to travel with the bar. But I mean, you know what I mean? He's just fat. He's always fat. He's always been fat.
Yep. He's never been skinny.
I've been fat for like 2 years.
Oh, fuck. I'm glad Crow Cop beat him. Fuck Roy Nelson.
Didn't he?
You-
Roy Nelson
you
had
heard
the
it here
story
first,
of beating
folks.
people that he had no
Fuck
business beating,
Roy
though,
Nelson.
didn't he? Didn't he beat some good people?
He
With that
did, but,
sloppy,
I mean,
slow overhand, as Anthony says.
I have no
Well, yeah.
idea how he's beat the people that he had. And I was so glad Crow Cop avenged that loss against him.
Me
Because
too.
he's
I was
not a
always
better
step for
fighter than
Struve
Crow
would.
Cop. I don't care if Crow Cop's 50.
Definitely not. No.
He's not a better fighter
Yeah.
than him.
Nope.
Didn't Crow
Or
Cop
how
have a
old
stroke
he
or
is. How old
something?
is Crow Cop? 40-something, right?
42, I think.
Yeah, well, I knew he was in his 40s.
Still, that's an old 42.
Didn't he have a stroke or
Yeah,
something
when you've been
recently?
a pro since you were a young man.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
But
he had a
he's fine.
stroke,
It was just
man.
yeah.
Well, hopefully
I didn't know if
fine
it was
He
from all the
recovers.
steroids or something, or what.
What steroids?
No, I just think it's getting.
What,
I think it's getting
steroids?
hit.
Man, he's tested positive before, eh?
It doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
There's some questions behind that one. But
Sure.
yeah,
John
it doesn't
Jones
look
tested
good.
positive. There's no way he took
How
that
many different
steroid.
times?
Yeah, how many different times you said? Anthony just turns a blind eye to it. It's so funny. The only two people Anthony will ever completely turn a blind eye to is John Jones and Brock Lesnar. That's it.
No, but come on. Tyranobol, the women's bodybuilding drug? Like, get out of here.
No, he got caught for other shit before too, though. So it's kind of obvious like something's going on.
No,
you know?
no
think-
other
I
anabolic steroid.
Here's my thing. Clomiphene, but yeah. I mean, not a standbolic steroid, no.
That was Lester, I thought, got the clomiphene.
They both
Jobs,
did.
too?
Yep.
Well,
But
I
see,
don't know.
here's the interesting. He claims it was a dick pill. He claims it was a dick pill, but then
Clomiphene's
have
a
his
fertility
teammate-
drug, though.
yeah. See, his
What would- is
teammate
Joe trying
had
to
an
have a
order of
kid?
clomiphene. No. See, this is just.
Why would it be banned
This
off
is
the,
why it gets
the list then?
suspicious.
Oh,
If it's just a
Because it's still a
fertility drug.
performance-enhancing drug.
Oh, see, so you're gonna well then obviously it does something for him.
I'm just saying, there was something fishy about that whole thing. Everyone tries to claim it's a fucking sex. It's a dick pill. It's like, you know better than to take them. But I mean, besides the point, it's not gonna. I mean, that's not made the difference of why he knocked out Daniel Cormier. I hate to say it because I don't like Jones, but it doesn't. I mean, it's not like fucking Vitor where he's just on TRT and he becomes a monster. It's not the same.
TRT's the real deal. That's
That
honestly,
fucked.
if anyone's thinking about taking anabolic steroids, get testosterone from your doctor. That's what you want.
I still
Or
think
from an
HGH,
anti-aging
bro.
clinic.
You can see who was abusing it and who wasn't. Like, you look at Hendo, he looked a little bit more tired, but he never looked like fucking jacked like he did when he when he looked like a 20-year-old. He didn't perform like it either.
Looks more tired.
Vitor,
That could be genetics too, though.
for Vitor, I don't know. That one's
Dan Henderson might not have the genetics to be that muscular.
it's possible.
Steroids or not, you're
That's
not
for
always
sure.
going to get your dream physique. You know what I mean?
True. I'm just meaning like his performance level didn't drop significantly. He just got a little bit more tired training wise, and then the
Right.
fight a little easier. But like Vitor, you see a humongous difference. Like night and
Yeah.
day. He went from like fucking TRT Vitor went to
They were
a
like,
monster
"You want
that
1,000
knocks out everyone.
milligrams? Here you go."
And to looks like Dad Bod Monday, and I'm like, wow.
Shooting testosterone, wiping his ass with testosterone cream.
It's all acai, as Israel Adesanya would say.
Oh my god, yeah.
Didn't he say that about Paulo Costa or something recently?
Yeah, he's
Something
like
about
maybe
acai
he's
or
like
something?
he's like, oh yeah, maybe he's born with it. Maybe it's acai.
Bro,
He's quick.
whoever thinks Paulo Costa was on steroids is insane. He didn't look like he was on roids at all, bro. Like I really
Oh, he
don't
totally
think he's
doesn't look like he is on roids. His
No.
muscles have muscles.
Not at all.
Just because
They
you
had
want to lick his
muscles.
penis.
Yeah,
he
basically.
didn't look like he
Anyone
was
jacked
muscles,
and
bro.
huge and not white, Mac will just suck their dick.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Mike Tyson,
Happily.
right there. Anthony Joshua,
shit.
Tyron Woodley,
Happily suck their dicks.
Paulo Costa.
You guys and your fantasies crack me up, you know?
Uh huh. Now let's go to the next big news. TJ Dillashaw, the USADA debacle.
Ooh.
Adverse finding, vacates his title, he's gonna get suspended for a year.
Well,
which is huge.
Cejudo
Well, Anthony
must have been
hates Dillashaw,
irrelevant
so
anyway.
let's see if he'll hear this.
Cejudo
What did
made
you say,
him
Ant?
irrelevant anyway.
Oh my god.
30 seconds and out.
Yeah,
The
30
TJ
seconds on
Dillashaw
early
curse.
stoppage. The end, you know?
The TJ Dillashaw curse. But
yes.
so here's the two things I think it is. It's either the steroid thing that's been plaguing his career for years. Everyone has said that for years, since like 2012. And then, or it could be a diuretic, which is also performance enhancing because he did have a big weight cut. So it's one of the two. It's either a diuretic or it's a steroid.
I mean, Anthony, be honest
No.
here. When do you know of a steroid to help you cut weight? Because he went down in
It's
weight.
called
He
a
had to cut weight,
diuretic.
so there's no way.
There's
a
steroids
Yeah,
diuretic,
but-
that's what
that help you,
Cyborg got. That's
But how
what
does that,
Cyborg
Well-
how does that
got
improve
caught
your
with.
performance?
It does. That's
How?
what Cyborg got caught for.
I mean, there are steroids that can help you burn fat.
Yes. There was one that Cyborg was on that allowed her to lose allowed her to lose weight and some water weight, but she would retain the muscular gains because she had trouble cutting the weight.
Hmm.
That's why
I
she
know.
got popped for that.
I feel
There are
like it's going
steroids
to turn
that
out to
can
be
do
something... Yeah, I think it's going to be something silly in the end, but we'll see.
Well, thanks to the whole John Jones thing, they don't release what they got popped for anymore. So now we're left to wonder. They don't say. Now he says he doesn't know that he knowingly didn't take anything. But he's not fighting it, so that's going to be interesting. So now we have what happens. Who gets to fight for the title? Do we wait for Dominic Cruz to come back? Cejudo, we got
Which
Adrian
steroid
Munoz
did he
knocking
test
out
positive for?
Cody. Who? Oh, they don't tell us. You saw since the Jones thing, they don't tell anyone.
Yeah,
what
they
got
just...
popped for.
Wasn't the first case of them not disclosing that Paulo Costa, where they finally... That was the first case where they said that
He
you
didn't
don't have to
test
disclose
positive for
anything,
anything.
or...
He didn't test
Paulo
positive
Costa?
for anything, is what they said. That's what USADA says.
But okay, interesting.
That's why Yoel backtracked on that. But who knows?
What did you all say?
Well, Yoel just said basically like that the reason the fight wasn't happening is because he tested positive for something.
Oh, okay.
And then USADA
yeah,
was
yeah.
like, he didn't test positive for anything. Which I'm not very trustworthy of
interesting.
USADA. But again, who do you put in that spot? Now that TJ's gone for a year, the title's vacated. It's not an interim title. Do you wait for Dominic to come back? Do you just make Cejudo fight someone? Do you have Pedro Munoz and Marlon Moraes, Aljamain Sterling, or Cody Bumbrandt?
What? Don't do my boy Cody like that, bro. He's
Cody, no
greatest
shit.
bantamweight ever. The end, you know?
Yeah, never defended the title. Beat a depleted Dominic Cruz. Yeah. Right.
Depleted?
Your thoughts on that? He fought 3 times that year. When the fuck does Dominic fight 3 times that year with
What, the
Jinx?
Jinx?
The Jinx. So who would you guys make the match? Would you wait for Dominic or would you make a match right away?
Well, honestly, Cody kind of made Dominic irrelevant, you know what I mean? So he's like out of the picture.
really.
Nobody really cares about him.
Dominic
He's
didn't lose to
always
anyone
coming
else,
off
though.
injuries, always like fighting
Cody
random people off the
TJ.
street. Lost to TJ, like, you know
He
what I'm
beat
saying?
TJ.
It's just not... Lost to TJ, you know what I'm saying?
TJ.
Like, it's just... Dude, I don't care
Yeah,
what
with
some
the
old
record book,
judges
right?
got paid to say, bro. Like, oh my goodness.
Sounds like a lot.
Dominic Cruz may be the worst
So
worst
what's the
bantamweight
question again, Project?
ever.
Who would you book for the title now that TJ's out? You got Cejudo, Cruz,
Well,
Cody
Cejudo's
No
already
Chin, Pedro Munoz, Moraes. But he was in talks to fight TJ though.
yeah, but we know that was for super fight purposes.
Yeah, so I don't know.
I mean, how about
Do you give him it?
the guy who just
Aljamain
laid
Sterling?
out Garbrandt versus Cruz?
I think that's good, but then Marlon, I would think, deserves a bit more, right? You would think. But I don't know, maybe he doesn't. I mean, Cody was ranked pretty high.
I don't know. What was that guy's name? Monos? Or...
Munoz or something?
Or
something like
Mariah.
that?
Oh, Pedro Munoz, yes.
Yeah, the guy that knocked out Cody.
Vote for Pedro.
Effortlessly. Yeah, vote for Pedro. Yeah, I'd like.
He wasn't
Pedro
knocked out, it was a
versus, Dominic
TKO,
Cruz.
right?
No, he was.
He knocked him out cold.
The
I'd like
TKO.
vote for Pedro versus Dominic Cruz for the belt.
Vote for
I think that's
Pedro.
fair.
Marlon's good and all,
I
but that's what I go for.
How does
You know,
Dominic
I
Cruz get a
actually wanna
title
see the
shot?
super fight.
How
'Cause
does he
was the
not?
former champ who beat
Greatest
the guy.
bantamweight
He beat
ever.
TJ.
Fucking trash. Oh my goodness.
Easily the greatest bantamweight ever.
Easily.
Oh my god. His name's not
It's not
Cody,
even
he's
like
not the
something
greatest
like-
bantamweight ever. You know what I mean?
There's
I can't
no
even like
debating it.
think anyone else.
TJ you can't think TJ. He just got knocked
As
out
much as
by
I
the
love
fucking
Faber.
flyweight.
That's the bantamweight, dude. That's the flyweight. We're not talking about his
But
flyweight.
he just
right
got
here.
knocked out by the lesser champion. And what did Dominic do to Mighty Moose?
Dude, some people obviously don't do
TJ.
good when they cut more weight.
However,
You
as
know
far
what I'm
as
saying? Like, what the hell?
featherweight, before Conor McGregor came along, I think Faber or Mike Brown could have made an argument.
I had to go Aldo for that one. I can't. He beat both of them. I can't.
For me,
can't
it's
pick-
Conor.
I know what you mean. Oh yeah, definitely.
For me, it's Conor. I respect
Oh.
Aldo as a choice, though.
Oh, definitely. And you could make an argument because Faber was the fucking guy, the it man for the day.
You know what?
Featherweight, WBC.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It wasn't around. It wasn't in the UFC. You know what I mean? He didn't have a chance to be the champ there until they brought it over. And by then, he was kind of
True.
past his prime.
I think you should. I think what I would do if I was UFC, maybe we make the Cejudo Cruz fight, or I'd go Cruz, Marlon, Moraes. Would be my choice. I think that would be
I
fair.
do think Moraes deserves the next title shot.
Aljamain Sterling.
Again,
has been
Cruz, I don't-
campaigning.
I don't know. I mean, I
That guy
think
sucks. Fuck Aljamain.
maybe Moraes versus Munoz, maybe, but Munoz is such a. I don't even think Munoz is that good of a fighter. I just think Cody was just like in such a stupid mode of just swinging and like no blocking,
That's
no
how he
defense.
fights.
Just,
All his
oh
fights.
my god. Yeah, you're saying he just closes his eyes and starts swaying.
I haven't known him to do anything else.
That's how people play with him on UFC 3.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, I would say, like I said, vote for Pedro versus Dominic Cruz.
Trash
Marlon
bag
Cruz,
Dominic Cruz.
Marlon.
Oh my god.
Greatest ever. Beat everyone. Everyone
Lost to
named Cody
TJ, lost to Cody easily. I mean, do I need to
He
continue?
didn't lose to
You know what I mean?
TJ.
He got the win. That's like
Lost
me fucking
to,
trying to use that argument on when I
who
said
did he
Wonder
lose to?
Boy
I mean, he
beat
lost a
Tyron.
decision to Cody, but
He lost to
whatever.
Faber, didn't he?
He beat way back in featherweight
Yeah,
back in
so
Back in the day.
2007.
Lost to Faber at the end, you know, like that
He
ends.
avenged it twice though. Beat Faber back. They weren't even close.
Ugh.
Listen, the point is, Cody daddied him at will. You know what I'm saying? The end. So
Fair point, but again, depleted Dominic Cruz. 3 fights in 1 year
yeah,
is a lot for
depleted
Dominic.
and homeless people off the street and putting him in the cage, like we saw in that video. Like no wonder he gets injured so often. Yet again, dude, he's doing this retarded shit. I have no sympathy for him.
That's just because he's white.
Oh my god.
He's not an Abercrombie and Fitch model for you.
Who's that? You talking about Paulo Costa?
That or fucking Anthony Joshua or fucking however many of these Magic Mike guys you like. So
Yeah, you love cut up men.
Oh my god, you're ridiculous.
he's worse than Vince.
Oh my
Just
god,
put
yeah.
that Vince McMahon meme where it's like that bodybuilding thing and him just freaking out.
Mac, one of Mac's hobbies is cocks. He's made a hobby out of cock.
Anthony, did you see that video of Vince McMahon saying the N-word to Booker T and John Cena?
Oh, that was
I couldn't
Oh
believe
my
hilarious.
god.
That
Yeah.
was
How did he
hilarious.
get away with that?
You
I bet
probably
you everyone on the PR team,
2004, 2005,
the PR
people could
team
take a
was
joke
the
back
PR
then.
team was definitely like, no, you're not saying that. No, you're not doing it. You're not doing it. No way. You're never
Vince is
doing
like,
it.
"I'm
And he was still like, I'm
Vincent
doing
Kennedy
it. I'm
McMahon."
doing it. Yeah.
Yeah, like he probably shouldn't have said it, but you know, everyone's too sensitive, man.
2005, you
Yeah,
could
this was
actually
back in the
probably
day
joke.
too. So
Like right now,
Yeah.
you say you're like you're in a lot of trouble.
Oh, fuck yeah, you can't say that.
And he clearly wasn't being racist. He was goofing around.
no.
You know what I mean?
Well, he didn't
don't
use a
think
hard R
Like obviously,
either.
you shouldn't use that
It's
word
different.
in hate towards someone, especially a
Anyone.
good guy like Booker T, because he's anything but that. Like,
Right.
Remember when he...
You know,
but he didn't even
but
use a
it's
hard
clearly
R.
a jest.
No, he didn't. That's what I meant when I said
He
the
used
N-word.
the-
Just the A, but
But did you remember when Booker T called
Yeah, he
Hulk
was
Hogan
goofing
the
around.
N-word?
did
Yeah.
That was fucking... Yes, he did that he did that live. And you could see he screwed
Oh, was that
up,
when he was
and
with someone
called-
else?
Yeah, it was in WCW.
Yeah.
He called Hulk Hogan the N-word. It was so fucking hilarious. He calls the
That's
6
awesome.
foot...
Oh my
He calls the 6'4" guy the fucking the N-word.
That was too funny.
Oh fuck yeah!
That was a
Speaking
clean
of
steal.
that-
Are they fucking kidding? Sorry, I'm watching the Duke versus North Dakota State team.
No worries.
Jesus Christ.
Kamaru Usman
Clean steal.
vows to beat Colby Covington, and he vows to beat him for all immigrants. What Kamaru Usman said was that part of what this next fight symbolizes is that attitude, is the negative attitude towards immigrants. When I get my hands on this guy, he's gonna know the wrath of every immigrant in this country. I'm gonna put it on him. That's what he says.
To be
about
fair,
Colby Covington.
he's definitely gonna kick his ass if they fight. There's no question. I mean, he just does-
I'll go with Colby. I think he'll just get
What?
too angry and abandon his game plan. Colby's.
what's Kobe
he
gonna do
almost
to
got into a
Usman?
fight
Please
with-
tell me that.
They fight very similarly. He might get him so angry he abandons his style and just tries to knock him out. Yeah, he's way too angry. He tried to go after
Kobe
Ben
gonna
Askren for
out-wrestle
calling
Kamaru?
him. I don't think so, but again,
Is
you
he gonna
could
knock
negate
out
stuff.
Kamaru?
I'm saying he might be able to outpoint him because if he gets too
Okay.
angry, he might abandon a game plan that might win him the fight. I'm saying, like, because Kamaru gets way too angry way too easily. He tried to go after Ben Askren in the back room. He tried to go after Colby, who was sitting at ringside. He tried to, his manager and him tried to punch Colby in the fucking lunch, in the fucking cafeteria. The guy has an anger
You know what?
problem.
Yeah, when I saw that,
That can be
Ali
exploited.
Abdelaziz or whatever, Ali, whatever his name is, I'm
Mhm.
amazed at how many people he's fucking managing. Holy
Oh, yeah, he's
shit! I swear to
managing
God,
tons of people.
every other person that becomes champion, I swear it's him. I don't know if he's doing some witchcraft or something, but every single person that he's signed has like become champion or won their fight. Didn't he like predict every
Yes,
single
Khabib.
fight for, and he had like every single.
No, he's been off for a while. Your mic disconnected, Mac.
Yes. My controller shut
But-
off a moment ago.
Weird.
in 2018 won that year.
True, but I mean, he used to he still represents Frankie Edgar and stuff like that. But yeah, he has a lot of good champions. The thing is, I think Colby could get Kamaru off of his game plan enough just by talking shit to him. He might be able to outpoint him and win a judge's. It would be a very close fight if he gets a decision win. Colby might be able to do it though. I mean, no one thought he was going to beat RDA. I thought he was.
No, but
But RDA is supposed to have really good wrestling.
I really don't
You know
think
what I
he's
mean?
going to beat. He's going to beat.
He might not. He
really
definitely
don't
should
think
be
so.
the favorite. But again, he might get him so angry he just tries to fucking knock him out and not try and grapple him. Like if he can't
But
get
Kobe
that,
wouldn't be able to punish him with like one punch to KO him. I don't think. Like
No,
that.
but
You
I'm
know.
just saying he might be able to outpoint him because of his aggressiveness. That's what I'm just saying. Like he might be able to outpoint him. It's hard to tell.
I think
and
you're
he
insane
also-
if you
it
think
throws
that.
I think it's I'm just saying it's a possibility. You have to admit the guy has an anger problem. He doesn't manage his anger very well. And as we pointed out with the Darren Till fight, if you fight angry, it doesn't work for everyone.
Yeah. I mean, my gut says Usman should win that
Usman
fight.
should win.
But,
by all accounts, Usman should win.
We can't count anyone out, right? We can never really truly count anyone out. Well, actually, yes, we can. But this time,
Cody Nochin.
Kobe's not a guy who can Cody.
Cody Nochin? Oh my god.
Yeah, you can definitely. I definitely counted out Cody Garbrandt in his last fight. 100%.
Oh my god.
Just touch
and
him on the
who
chin.
else I counted out? I counted a 12 count when Klitschko laid out Anthony Joshua.
Oh my, here we go again.
That was a hell of a count out there. But yeah, Usman, I feel, should win that fight. I really
God,
should win that fight. He's the better fighter, but like Project said, maybe he gets angry and doesn't fight as well. Who knows? We haven't seen.
Might.
We don't know. We don't know.
Colby's good at talking shit, though. So, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, Ziggy's a Trump guy. It's hard not to like him.
So, now we move on to the McGregor-Khabib thing. Now that, and Joe Rogan thing. So Conor McGregor held like a huge interview kind of thing that he did. Now, he talked about Khabib. Now, he said Khabib's a formidable opponent. His stand-up was a lot sharper than he thought it was going to be. He has respect for Khabib. He's like, it's easy to do it one time. Oh, McGregor, he's talking about Khabib.
Yeah.
And he said it's easy to do it one time.
I don't understand when he means it's easy to do it one time. Like, you only beat Jose Aldo once. Was that lucky? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, he did that to Aldo, though, right? I don't know. I would have loved to have seen a rematch, but I think it's a repeat.
Yeah. Here's the thing, Mac. That's not a comparison. You know what I mean? We're talking about the greatest mixed martial artist, to George St. Pierre, that has proven if he rematches someone, he will come back and beat them.
He's proven it once, for sure.
Oh, he proved it twice, GSP?
No.
Oh, I thought, yeah.
McGregor.
He's only got the chance to prove it once. But he delivered.
True.
So I have no reason not to believe him. I mean, I'll go as far as to say as Nate Diaz dominated him just as bad. The first fight.
I thought Nate won the second, but close fight. I could see it going both ways.
I really don't think
if we can touch on that a little. I understand why you'd say that. But here's the thing. The way I scored it, even if you give Nate 3 rounds, I didn't see any of the rounds that Nate won at the time of how the scoring was. That could have been 10-8. You know what I mean? Whereas McGregor, I felt, even if you only gave him 2 rounds, I mean, I thought arguably the 2 rounds he won were 10-8s. In my opinion, they were 10-8s.
That's fair enough. I mean, I've heard that argument from other people as well.
The rounds that he won were 10-8s. That's what I'm trying to say. Even if he only won 2, they were both 10-8s, so it didn't really matter.
See, and that's a fair argument because how many times Nate fell down.
So then we have 47-46, if that's really the case. And in my opinion, it is.
See, and I can see that argument. Oh, I can see that argument for sure. I had them all 10-9s. I didn't have anyone having that dominant of a 10-8.
Which is definitely why you had it the way you did.
Diaz. Yes. See, and that all goes to how you score it. So it's a weird thing. Scoring's always interesting. Always interesting. I mean,
I know it's MMA,
we all know
but
robbery.
I feel if someone clobbers you and you fall over, From me,
I like boxing's rules. If you get knocked down, it's 10-8,
everyone judges differently, though. Even professionals, quote unquote, judge things differently than each other. You know what I mean? To me, if someone clobbers you and you fall over, it's a 10-8 coming from me. Like, for example, when Darren Till dropped, when he clobbered him, knocked him down. All right, so now we're at 10-8. We'll see where we go from here. Like, if it's me scoring. Unless there's some real significant grappling to overturn that, which I didn't see from Nate. You know what I mean? It's going to be a 10-8. Same like I didn't see it from Mozart. There was nothing significant to make it not a 10-8, from that first round.
For sure.
You will.
Could have even gone 10-7.
Anthony,
Or McGregor the one round.
Anthony loves Till so much that when he knocked down Masvidal for that brief moment, he said it should have been stopped.
I definitely could have seen it been stopped. I was calling for the stoppage when he fell over.
Once Masvidal knocked
Well, he was
him out,
out.
Like, Jesus Christ, that ref should be fired. It should have been stopped in the first. Oh my god. I laughed so hard.
I do.
Oh
I
my
love
God.
Darren Till very much.
Scouser. I don't know. I'm
And
kind of
you were
indifferent
like that-
towards Darren Till. Fucking Scouser.
You were like, that did nothing but fuck up the welterweight division.
It did.
It
Like
basically
everything was
did.
in order. Everything is in order. And now we have to mull over who gets the shot at
Yeah.
Usman after Colby. You know, I feel if Till won that fight like he should have, it was going to be Till next. Because either fight would have sold massively.
Well, yeah, because he was
Now,
the last
you know
guy
what I
that
think
challenged
Darren Till?
Woodley.
You know what I think should happen now? I think Darren Till
Robbie
should
Lawler.
rematch Woodley.
That would be good. That's a good one.
I think he should. And if he wins that, then he's right back in the title picture, right? I mean,
He should be.
I think he would have to be. Maybe not
He
like
would have to
right
be.
then and there, but in the picture, if not right then and there.
I mean, I think I would put him against Robbie Lawler. Have two
For
stand-up
entertainment
guys go at it.
purposes. Yeah,
Fuck yeah.
entertainment purposes.
Well, now he's
Or what
ranked number
about
8, so
the notorious Conor
that would be great.
McGregor?
Tyrant's
Doesn't
asking
Connor
for
want to
that
fight Masvidal right now? That's what they're
Yes.
talking about lately? Yeah.
Woodley versus Masvidal?
No,
No,
Connor.
Connor. Connor wants
Do we
Masvidal.
want to watch Conor slaughter him? I mean, I kind
Dude, you
of
think
would
you
be
would
a
beat
great
Masvidal?
That's a tough one
I
for
don't-
He
I
would
don't think he
kick
has
the
a hard
living
enough ground
shit
game.
out of him.
I don't think he has a hard enough
Masvidal's
shot
got
to
a
KO
ground game.
Masvidal, dude.
So did Chad Mendes.
True, but
Pairing
I'm just
those
saying
two?
that
Come
was.
on.
Well,
What did you say?
I'm just.
Mendes is a much better grappler than Masvidal.
He is,
Dude,
but
what
he
are
had
they,
2
3 weight
weeks,
classes
but he-
apart?
But I'm just saying, like.
Doesn't
right,
matter.
but
Conor
again, I
was
don't
that
know-
light when he fought him. So it was on even ground.
It is
Bro,
even.
Masvidal's
The
probably
thing
gonna be
is-
bigger
and
than
Connor had. Right, but
And
Connor had an
Conor,
injury
yeah.
also
Let me tell
in
you
that
something.
fight too.
All right, let me give you an example of what big means in grappling. I'm way over 300 pounds right now, and I was a pretty good wrestler. My friend Rory is an outstanding wrestler, though. And when we wrestled, we just did a little first takedown wins to see who would win. It was competitive, and it was tough for him to get me down just because of my size. But he eventually was able to get me down. He used the fireman's carry. And he was able to get me down. He's very strong for his weight, too. And don't get me wrong, he was no lightweight. You know, he was like 190-something pounds. But
still.
still, he was giving up over 100 pounds to me. And like I said, if you're that much better of a grappler, the weight's not going to matter as much. It's not like
That's what
boxing
Kurt
where
Angle
like,
said.
you know what I mean? Floyd Mayweather's a much better boxer than Deontay Wilder, but God help him if he gets hit by him. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Grappling's not like that.
It isn't. That's what Kurt Angle said, because Kurt Angle and Brock Lesnar back in the day had like a wrestling match before a SmackDown taping.
Yeah.
Kurt Angle won, but he said, I never wanted to do it again. That was ridiculous, trying to get him
Yeah.
down.
Yeah,
And that's an
it would be
Olympic
tough.
gold medalist. It was
Yeah,
very
like,
tough.
Rory was
How much
a
does
Division
Lesnar
I
at
wrestler.
that point?
You know what I mean?
How much does Lesnar outweigh him at that point?
I'd
This
say
is Angle
70
with his
pounds.
neck injury. Fuck, who knows? Maybe even more. Fuck. Who knows?
Because I
Kurt
figured
Angle with the
I
neck
figured
injury.
Angle to be about 205 and Lesnar to be about 275 at the time.
That makes sense. But
What'd you
still,
think?
fucking
Big,
crazy.
big weight difference.
Oh, huge. I'm surprised Angle got him down, but Angle's like, I never wanted to do it again.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, I gave him a little trouble. Rory said, "Hey, you're definitely a good wrestler. You're definitely strong, but he's just a better wrestler."
That reminds me too, because the Big Show. I was watching an interview with the Big Show, and he's like the biggest wrestler, I
Big
think,
Show.
isn't he?
Great call. He's bigger than him, but
Oh yeah, that's true. But and he said the strongest person he ever wrestled was John Cena, bro. Strongest ever. He said stronger
Cena's
than Brock,
huge.
all of them.
He's very strong.
Yeah, that's
Incredibly
crazy.
strong.
I couldn't believe that.
Well, because he was able to pick him up like nothing.
Really?
He's very strong.
Yeah, it's like
That's because he didn't
WrestleMania
wrestle
20.
the Hulkster, brother. Oh wait, no, he has. He has wrestled the Hulkster in WCW.
Yeah, I guess so.
They have.
The Big Show's kind of a bitch, though.
There was this weird dude.
Why,
the
because he
match
got
was
punched by
so
Floyd?
funny,
Like,
and as a little kid, I totally believed it happened. Hulk Hogan shoves the Big Show in WCW. At the time, he's named the Giant, and he falls off the top of the roof of the fucking building that they're fighting in. And I totally believe that Hulk Hogan just threw him off the fucking roof. I was like,
Just
oh,
like
man,
you
he's
believed
going to jail.
when Undertaker put Mick Foley on the cage and it fell through, you thought that was real too?
That is real.
That
actually.
is
I know,
real.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Good. I was gonna be like, I'm gonna have to educate you, bitch.
But what I'm trying to say is, I think Prime Hulk Hogan would have also been able to pick up the Big Show, no problem.
Oh, probably.
Really?
He picked up Andre, with Andre helping him, but still.
Yeah.
Yeah, Andre was the biggest wrestler in history, wasn't he?
But I think Andre, no, he's not
Was Kelly bigger?
the biggest in history. Well, bigger in what way?
Depends
Are we
what you go
talking
by.
weight, or
Weight.
height, or muscle mass? Oh, weight?
Height,
No,
definitely not
neither of them. Neither of them.
Neither.
What?
There was very, very
Haystacks,
heavy wrestlers.
Calhoun, and a bunch of others that were fucking huge.
And Paul Bunyan was the tallest, probably.
Yep.
I know that's a tall tale character, but there was also a wrestler
No,
named Paul
but-
Bunyan, right, Project?
Yeah. Yep. I forget what territory.
He was measured at all
Yeah.
different heights, but the consensus was he was about 8 feet fucking tall.
Gee, what?
At
I'm not
7
joking.
something for sure. No,
Yeah,
that's
well,
a legit
he was
thing.
measured at,
It's hard to tell.
7'11". He was measured at 8'2". You know what I mean? Sort of like Stephen Shreve.
Yeah.
He's been measured a few different things. I've seen him measured at 7'1" once in a fight, and another time at 6'11". So, like, you know what I mean? So, I think it's safe to say, Paul fucking Bunyan, I believe that was his exact wrestling name, was 8 fucking feet
Think
tall.
so. I have heard that.
And then, like you said, there was that Haystacks guy. He was probably, 500 pounds?
How tall was
I think he was
Andre?
like
Maybe
How tall
more,
was
600.
Kelly?
600?
Probably at least 7 feet, at least for Andre.
Yeah, Andre, I heard rumors of 7'4", but he was probably 7 foot.
But he was just big, like
They always
heavy
try
as
and make
fuck,
you look
wasn't he?
bigger. Oh,
Yeah, they introduced Big Show at 7'5" in WCW, didn't they?
I can't remember. I didn't watch WCW as much. I was like, nope, hard pass.
7'5".
Well, let me tell you, you should watch some of the old WCW, bro. I really think so. Like early 90s stuff.
Terrorizing.
Like the rivalries with Flair and Vader, and Flair and Flat Top Sting, and Vader, and more Vader. It's time.
God rest his soul.
It's time. It's Vader time. Yeah, it was
I
too
know.
good.
Every wrestler
Good.
dies really early.
It's Vader.
I was
time.
Vader. So Conor McGregor says that his motivation dipped for that Khabib fight. He said he didn't give him enough respect. If I was switched on, I don't get caught with that punch.
Oh my god, I hated it when he said that. It sounded like the exact same thing as when he said, when he first gave a breakdown of the fight of, he was blessed with the right overhand. I was like, Jesus Christ, dude, you got caught for once in your life. Can you just fucking take some
He then
responsibility for it?
bashed Khabib
Holy
for
shit.
wrestling him. He's like, imagine almost dropping someone because he almost got me. And then he shot for the legs. I was like, you almost got the fight.
Ooh, Andre the Giant was
he?
7'4".
Oh, shit.
Yeah, man. I thought he was like
7'4".
super fucking big, dude. Yeah, man.
And I forgot about Giant
Oh, yeah,
Gonzalez.
that fucking retard with the suit.
7'7".
Jeez.
His real height was 7'7", but they bill him at 8 foot. It says, but his real height was 7'7".
Christ.
How tall's
He's at
Kali?
least 7'2".
7'2", I think.
7'2". And it's not like he's skinny
jacked.
either, bro. Like, holy
7'1".
shit.
He's 7
Yeah,
foot.
that's crazy. Have you seen the size of his chin?
Oh, Jay Leno's just splurging in his pants because of the fucking chin.
So it must be he does have gigantism, right? Like that thing in his that
Probably.
gland in his head that just keeps producing or whatever. Because the human skull is not supposed to look like that, you know?
He might be a fucking alien for all we know.
Ooh, Yokozuna weighed 568. He was heavier than Big Show and Andre.
Yeah, Yokozuna is great wrestler. I'm just like,
568.
fucking hell, stop eating. Like Jim Cornette would say, like in between. Jim Cornette would just say in between like takes, because he used to manage Yokozuna. In between takes for the thing, he'd have buckets of chicken from KFC and just start eating them in between takes for the fucking interviews. And it's like buckets upon buckets of chicken, and he's just like, God damn, Yoko, stop fucking eating.
Just a fat
But he was so good though. He moved really fast for his size. It's deceptive. All you see is these huge legs, this fat ass, and like this Japanese guy, and then he's fast and he can do flips and shit, and you're like, how the fuck is he doing that? It was like Vader. How the fuck is he doing a moonsault? And he's that big.
Yeah.
But
he was what, 420, something like that.
Fuck, but he's a football player. You could tell like there's muscle behind Vader, right? You could tell. Yoko,
yeah, he
just
had some
looks
muscle.
like fat, but you're just like, wow, that guy's quick.
No muscle.
That
No
guy was
muscle.
so fucking quick.
None. But he was great. One of the best heels. Easily one of the best heels.
Absolutely. So Conor basically says, after Khabib almost dropped him, that he goes and shoots for the legs. He's like, he should have stood up and fought me. And it's like, this just sounds like excuses to me. Like, maybe he might win a rematch,
yeah, that's
but
what I'm saying.
I don't know.
And, you know, Khabib's obviously not known to be... He's known to be a wrestler. Like, did that surprise you going into this?
Well,
like,
I knew that. I was like, people were shitting on Khabib's chances on the feet, and I'm like, but all he has to do is fake the takedown.
Yeah,
all he has to do is fake the takedown, and he'll land these...
It was such a quick fake. Like Conor's like reaction times are so fast, and Khabib knew that. So it's like Khabib threw the quickest takedown fake I've ever seen. It's like it was such a subtle and fast movement that Conor reacted to. Like it was pretty crazy. It does show that Conor has crazy reactions, man. Like that fake was super quick, man. And Conor like took the bait, but still.
You can't not take the bait, because if you don't take the bait with Khabib,
yeah,
you're on your fucking back, and it's the perfect strategy. It's like Cain Velasquez back in the day. It's like the Junior's like, I don't know what he's doing, and then here comes a punch. It's
just crazy how subtle the fake was. Like if you the fake was so quick. Like Khabib was so switched on for that fight.
Well, I mean, after what Conor had said about his dad and shit and all that stuff, I would be switched on for the fight too.
It seemed like Khabib was keeping his cool when he was saying all that, though. He was just smiling with the mic in his hand. He didn't really care, you know? But, like, then when the fight came and after the fight, that's how you can tell he was really
even
pissed.
During the fight, he was talking shit to him. While Khabib was smashing on him, he's saying, let's talk now. And he's fucking... I mean, here's the thing.
Yeah, let's talk now,
If anyone could beat Khabib, it's Conor, for sure. Besides Tony Ferguson having a really, really good shot, Conor's the only other guy, because Conor can time things so perfectly. Conor's dangerous, and anyone who thinks it's a gift-wrapped fucking win for Khabib, you're kind of, you're dick riding Khabib a little too much. At which, I mean, fuck, I think Khabib would win a rematch. He should win. But it's that now I think Khabib knows what he's going to do on the ground. He knows Conor's going to cheat by grabbing his glove, the shorts, and the fence, and kneeing him in the face on the ground. It's like... He knows this, and he knows what he's going to do to stop him. He has to change it up just a little bit. I think Khabib wins. But if anyone can catch him, it would be Conor. So, I don't know. That's a tough one. And King, as King has said, he has proven it. He's changed his style, and he's changed everything in a rematch. I didn't think Conor would do that for the Diaz fight. I didn't think he'd change everything about
Yeah,
himself.
that's true.
Like, he threw leg kicks.
I suppose it's possible that he does good in a rematch, but I still feel
I
that
do
could
too,
be
but I think he'll
that's
do
just my
better.
opinion.
I think, because he changed his entire style and approach to beating Nate Diaz. He threw leg kicks. He tried to immobilize Nate.
Yeah.
He didn't just blow his wad. I mean, he kind of still did, but he got it back. But he didn't just fucking blow everything trying to knock Nate out. Which is what I thought he would do again, because I didn't think he would change his style that much. I thought maybe a bit more. But no. And Nate wasn't able to tee off on him.
Yeah, I think he could win a
could.
rematch. No
He
problem.
could. I don't see it happening, but if anyone could, but not named Tony Ferguson right now, I think Conor's the guy. I shudder to think who can beat Khabib at the moment, besides Tony. And Conor.
Can I backtrack a little to a
Sure.
different subject? That we were on this subject at one point, but I had to check. You know that guy Paul Bunyan that I was
Yes.
talking about, the wrestler? So his real name was Max Palmer, and when he died, he was measured 8 feet 2
Holy
inches tall,
shit.
and he needed a
Oh
9-foot coffin.
Holy fuck.
So-
Jesus.
I don't think the pallbearer had to, or no reason to lie about his height.
Holy
You know what
shit.
I'm saying?
Fuck.
Or whatever it was, funeral director is the word I was looking for.
Fucking hell. That's way too big. That's way too
That's
big.
crazy.
Fucking shoot me now. I'd rather get Cotton Hill surgery so I just have knees meet my feet and walk around like that. I wouldn't want to be that fucking tall. Imagine trying to find a car or a bed or a house. Yeah, you can't go in public.
Oh,
Don't
my
go to
God.
Japan. They're all small there.
Yeah, because pretty standard is what? 8-foot ceilings about? It's pretty standard.
I don't know.
So you're literally...
Probably more like 7 foot.
I'm saying, house around here... yeah, there's plenty of houses with 7-foot ceilings, too. But I'm saying there are also houses with 8 foot, and either way,
Yep.
he's fucked. Because he's 8'2". He literally can't even walk around in a fucking
Either
house.
way.
Yep.
he's
Just give me
fucked.
Cotton Hill surgery.
Yeah.
Knees to feet.
I guess just build him a barn and let him live there.
Feed him some carrots, some hay.
His name's Paul Bunyan,
It's like,
and he
oh,
lives
you're
in a
8'2"?
barn.
Axe.
You live over here now. Just a bed of hay.
Just give him an axe and a
You treat him
fucking
like an animal.
lumberjack fucking coat.
Yeah, it's like, so you're the real Paul Bunyan, I guess. So you're gonna live in this barn, and here's
Here's your beard.
axe. Here's your axe. Yeah, get him one of those
Yeah,
fake Abe Lincoln beards and
exactly.
just put it on him.
Oh, fuck. Connor also said he wanted to give Nate the trilogy fight, but he also said some shit about Joe Rogan. He said Rogan, he's like, I like Joe Rogan, said all a bunch of nice things about Joe Rogan, have good insight and all that, and then said, but he reads off a script. Like, he kept saying that my face was getting smashed and all this shit. He needs to stop reading off a script.
His faith is getting
Yeah.
smashed.
That's because that's what Joe kept saying.
I don't know if he's reading off a script or if he's just high off
Well, I
his
think
mind.
he's just probably...
What is he saying?
that Joe was reading off a script when Khabib was beating on him.
No, but why is he saying that Joe was reading off a script, though, is what I'm getting
Who
at.
knows? Probably for attention. Maybe he actually feels that way.
Speculation.
I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes
Like, reading off a script when? Like,
Yeah.
when he's commentating?
when he was commentating on Khabib
Oh,
fighting
okay, I
him.
don't know if he's talking about his podcast
No.
or what the fuck. Oh, okay.
And I'm like, I kind of agree because, like, this has just pissed me off right after the fight. So many people shit on Dominic Cruz's commentary on that fight. And it
Yeah, man, it was
wasn't.
terrible,
It was
dude.
completely 100% accurate. Because
Yeah.
that's exactly what Connor was doing.
Nah, man.
Connor got tagged and was hurt.
Nah,
But
I don't think so,
again,
man.
let me finish. So he got tagged, and what Connor was doing was trying to minimize the damage and let Khabib punch himself out. Waste all his energy attacking him, landing some stuff but not cleanly, let him blow his wad, and then kind of come back. It was kind of Connor's plan.
Yeah, I don't think that was it. I think he
But
was getting smashed in the words of Joe
again,
Rogan.
Connor's coach
but-
confirmed that on Rogan's podcast, like a week after. That was their plan. That's why Connor didn't engage the grappling so much.
No, he didn't like say specifically.
Eh,
He didn't say specifically in the first round when this was
second round.
happening that.
Um,
Like I don't know. I don't
he
think that.
did,
I don't
though.
think so.
He did say that was their
Yeah.
plan, was to let Khabib punch himself out. He
No.
says that in the podcast.
Mhm.
That's why Dominic was correct.
Makes
Yeah.
sense. I thought that's what he did. I thought he did punch himself out.
It looked kind of like it.
And didn't you also say that Connor won the first
I
round?
didn't
You know
say
what I mean?
that.
He did.
I can't agree with that one, King. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
That's okay.
No,
You
it's
don't all
true.
have to agree. But
I'll give
yeah,
him a third, maybe.
Well, you know what? What are we doing? We all have smartphones. I mean, from what I remember, I definitely feel he won the first round. I mean,
That's just the.
do we have like some stats we can pull up?
I don't have any stats.
Stats don't always tell the story.
Well, I think basically Khabib that's the one where Khabib just laid on him the whole time. Like, Connor did really good stuff in the first couple takedowns, and then Khabib got on top of him and just
Oh, shit.
position wrestled him the whole match. Didn't land anything. But just kept him there. Tying up his legs, Connor got free, tied up his legs. And then just did that for the whole round. But that's what I'm saying, like, Connor didn't actually fight back. He did the smart thing. You see guys like Edson Barboza, and they're just fighting to get back up to their feet. That's when Khabib drains you.
Mhm.
He drains you when you do
Yeah.
that.
Okay, so here's a statistic for you. In round
Oh,
one,
God.
Connor landed 39 of 40 total strikes, and Khabib landed 18 of
That's
21.
because he kept... Well, Connor
So
was,
yeah, I think there's a fucking argument for him winning the round.
I mean... That's
first
only
round
because
was
Connor was
right.
elbowing and hitting him when Khabib was wrestling him. Remember that, Drake?
I'm just saying, 21 more fucking strikes. I think that's justifiable. That I
I
think
mean,
he
yeah,
won the
I
round.
guess so.
You know, Max, you're acting like I based it on
See,
nothing.
I,
Like I said, to my recollection, I thought he did enough to win the round. Like, yeah, he was taken down and stuff, but I mean, come on, we've seen guys get taken down
True,
and still
and
win
you know
the
what?
fight,
I'm not going to
or
shit
still
on
win
your
the round,
argument
maybe not the
either.
whole fight.
I mean, held
Right,
down
but
for the
I'm not
whole.
going to shit on the argument because he didn't.
I mean, when it's that many
Because
more
Khabib didn't land
strikes,
anything.
21 more strikes,
I'm not
that's
going
a
to
lot.
shit on them.
21
What
more
were the
strikes
strikes?
is a
I'm not
lot.
gonna,
What was the numbers again?
I'll pull it up
see,
again
I'm
one
not going
moment.
to shit on King's argument because Khabib didn't throw any strikes. It was just wrestling.
Round one striking. The former two-division champ landed 39 of 40 total strikes, while the current lightweight kingpin landed 18 of 21.
Oh, okay.
So 39 to 18. And at more accuracy, slightly.
True. See, that's why I'm not going to shit on King's argument,
I mean,
but
21 more strikes, that's a lot.
I gave it to Khabib, but
I mean,
But yes, he was
Top
taken
position.
down. And
only you
held,
and Brett
held
Okamoto
down.
would think that
Held
he
him
won
down,
the
I'm not
first
saying he
round.
didn't.
You know.
But when a guy's that active, I mean, look at like when Boss Rutan, right? Project, I know you know that fight. Boss Rutan
oh,
and Kevin
right.
Randleman.
Yeah.
I mean, he landed a lot of strikes off his back, and he got the rounds. So I don't think it was
That's
that
why, as I
far-fetched.
said, I'm not going to shit on your argument. I won't. I don't agree with it, but I mean, it's a valid one.
You don't
But
have
it's
to
a-
agree with it.
I
I'm
would
just
say
saying.
you
it's-
have some validity.
Yeah, you don't have to agree with it, but it wasn't like, oh, he's just, I wasn't pulling a Mac and just sucking his dick. It's how I
So I
scored it.
love Khabib now. Is that it?
If anyone
Oh,
loves
okay.
Khabib, it's
Hey,
me.
how about this?
Get your own guy.
Yeah,
I
that's
really
true.
like Gunnar Nelson, but I didn't go crazy when, he lost the decision. You know what I mean? I like Gunnar Nelson a lot, but it was a close fight. It could have gone either way.
Mm.
I thought
The Vulcan
I thought there was a
Ozdemir got
slight edge for
fucking
Gunnar, but
robbed
I mean,
terribly.
it all depends how you scored the first round. But I don't think it was a robbery or anything. I only call robbery if I think there
Reyes
is one.
against Ozdemir. Who did you guys have?
Yeah, that was the biggest robbery I've ever seen in my
Okay,
entire
let's
life.
not
I
go
thought
that
Vulcan
far.
was going to win that, and
Sanchez
he did win that.
fucking
So.
Pearson
You know what I
was
mean?
way worse. There's an argument for Reyes winning.
I thought Volkan I don't really even like Volkan. I'm happy that he lost. But I thought he had done enough to get the win.
I'm like, this fight's kind of meh, so I didn't really give a fuck.
You know what it was? The other guy was kind of busier.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He was a little busier, so I see why they give you. But to me, it looked like Volkan was winning the fight.
I can see that.
I thought Volkan won the fight. And I don't really care for him either, especially because Mac loves him so much.
Oh, he's going to beat Daniel Cormier, and I'm like...
And he did lose at least. He did still lose at least. Due to dirty judging.
Oh, fuck. So we got a Tony Ferguson update to the story. He never did any actual violence.
Is he on meds yet?
Found that out. Never did any violence to his wife.
Because clearly he needs medication. We're not even making fun of him.
You know what I typed in, though, when I heard that story?
You think people are hiding in your walls.
You want to know what I heard, though?
Time to go on meds. You know what
I said, though, on the fucking thing?
Mm-hmm.
On, like, Facebook? I was like, Eddie Bravo, what have you been telling this man? Because Eddie's into all those conspiracy theories and flat earth and shit. And I'm like, Eddie, what have you been telling Tony Ferguson?
Oh my gosh,
he just goes straight into it, and Mac's headset still ain't working because he's not here. Did Mike Tyson come by, or is it Tyron Woodley this time? Whose dick you sucking?
I think it's Paulo Costa this time. It'll be a while. It'll take him a while just to get his steroid dick hard. If it gets hard.
Oh my god. Alright, so Derek Lewis is getting his surgery that he's been waiting for 4 years, that he's never gotten took care of, and that he's using as an excuse for Junior Dos Santos beating him.
I was happy Junior won his last fight.
What do you think of that excuse? It was like ACL and MCL and all this shit, and yet at the same time, yeah,
whose excuse,
it's
Derek?
like you've known about this for 4 years. Shut the fuck up.
He's a fat bitch. Fuck him. Fuck Derek Lewis. You quit on Cormier. You shouldn't even be in the UFC. You fucking suck. And you're a quitter. There's nothing worse. You are the worst example for America's youth that tunes into your fights. And you're a pig.
Oh.
That's what I think of Derek Lewis.
I love that. That's why I love that intro. Derek the fat bitch Lewis. I'm just like, oh my god. That's going to be
yeah.
Mac, get your fucking headset working. I need to invest in you guys actually getting good headsets. Fuck this. Michael Bisping's going to be in the Hall of Fame. That got announced. Which, I'm glad, but it's surprising. I figured they'd have, other people a bit ahead of him, but cool for Bisping to be in there. What do you think, King?
Bisping in the Hall of Fame? I like it.
Do you think anyone else, do you think other people who fought earlier deserve that honor more than him, or? Like, I'm happy for him.
Well, he's been in there a long time.
More fights than anyone.
You know, I think he deserved to be the next one in. I think he deserved to be the next one in.
How many years is that? I think that's 11 or 12 years he's been in the UFC.
A long time. But I know what you're saying, though. You know what I mean? Like, it's a fair question, like. But let's see. Can we pull up the Hall? Let me pull up the Hall list and let's see who could have been more deserving.
I'm gonna do the same.
Let's give it a fair shot here. But I think
he does too. I wonder if there's a few other guys. Mm-hmm. There's some guys we know are not gonna ever get in, like Frank Shamrock. Yeah. But he's got some shit too.
So Hoyce and Canner in there, deservingly. Dan Severn's in there, very good. Randy Couture, Mark Coleman, Chuck Liddell, Matt Hughes, Tito Ortiz, Pat Militic, Boss Rutin, Rutin Tootin. Oh, what just happened? I got all fucked up here.
Next.
Yes, Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira, Don Fry, Maurice Smith, Azushi Sakuraba,
Who
knows why,
Fat
Matt
Sarah.
Serra.
And then they have a modern era.
Alright, I have a different mic,
Well,
boys.
no,
I have,
Ronda
Yes.
I have earbuds now, boys.
Forrest Griffin, BJ Penn, Uriah Faber. Why is Ronda Rousey in the UFC Hall of Fame?
She probably slept with Dana.
For quitting?
Yeah, for being a cunt.
Yeah, she did
Oh,
apparently.
for sucking Dana's cock.
Surprised
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good enough reason. Let me tell you, if someone sucks his cock, I guess they should be in it.
That's probably what that fucking...
Yeah, but now she's
'Cause
claiming
he
the Me
is,
Too
like-
movement,
Fuck
though,
that
dude.
bitch. Fuck that bitch. Who is she claiming that against?
Hey, Aunt? Now she's claiming it against Dana
She-
now, bro.
So, you know what I
Yeah.
noticed? I don't see George St. Pierre here.
But he just retired, though.
But he just retired, so yeah, let the
Yeah, they're
cat
definitely
have
gonna
it.
put him in. dude,
Next in
definitely.
should be GSP.
Jens
And
Pulver.
where is our boy, Brock
Oh, he's still
Lesnar?
supposed to fight.
Oh my
I
god.
mean, fuck. Where's Jens? We need Jens in there.
Ew, Jen's the
Hey,
trash
he beat
bag
BJ
culture.
and-
Yes,
Jesus Christ.
definitely
Beat
Jens
fucking
Pulver.
legit. He beat
Definitely
Dennis
Jens
Hallman,
Pulver.
and Dennis Hallman beat Matt Hughes.
And what about Carlos
Yeah.
Newton? I would like him in there.
Definitely.
I'd like Carlos Newton, but mainly Brock Lesnar.
Well,
My god.
Cyborg.
she's
should be
not
in
done
there.
yet, though. I guess when they're done, I guess so. But I agree with you. Frank Shamrock should be in there, but he'll never get in there because him and Dana hate each other.
Greg Hardy needs
Fuck
to be in
But
the
hang
UFC
on.
Hall of Fame.
Hang on a sec. BJ Penn's still active.
Yeah, that's
and
true,
he's in there.
actually.
Hasn't he retired
No.
like 10 times, though?
He's always talked about it, but never actually done it.
No,
I swear he's retired before.
he never made a retirement speech or
No,
anything.
he
if that's
never
what
Really?
you mean. No,
Jesus Christ, I thought he declared retirement at some point.
no.
He said he was going to, but then he actually didn't follow through with it.
I think they put him in hopes that he would.
It's,
Like, it's like, all right, you're in the Hall of Fame now. No longer. You
well,
no
it's like
longer
the
get to keep
fucking
doing
crazy
this.
Uncle Jim. It's just like,
Like, out of
Yeah.
respect for him, he's a good fighter. You know, he was a great fighter, but like, poor guy's gonna be fucking brain dead
oh,
if he continues.
fuck. Clay Guida.
But he's a fighter.
Yep.
It's his decision to make.
This is true.
Well, let's face it, Clay Guida isn't going to give any brain damage, but
Like, it's
he can't punch his way
it's
out
a
of a
fucking
paper
nursing
bag.
home fight.
But
Give him blockers.
I like him. I like Clay.
I like both of them, but fucking hell.
Yeah, I love them both, but like I said, Clay's not known for his punching power. That was the point.
So we have
Crazy
Yes.
cardio, though.
we have an interesting fight card tomorrow.
Oh my god,
Steven
I'm so
Thompson
excited. John
going to
the Bull.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Oh my god. The Canadian net.
And Curtis
Yeah.
Blades.
Literally the only reason you like him. Like, the
Curtis Blades taking
Just
on
people still care about
the
Curtis Blades.
Slav.
What the fuck? He's Slav.
Justin Willis versus Blades.
Curtis Blades is gonna kick the shit out of that fat
Yep.
fuck.
Oh my
I got
god, man.
Desi, Blades, and I have no fucking idea. Probably Thompson, but Pettis looked really good at the weigh-in today. Like, he looked jacked.
What does that mean, anything?
I
though?
think Wonder Girl
I'm just
can
saying,
do
though.
it.
When does that mean
my
anything? It
God,
just means
Wonder
he's had
Girl.
problems cutting weight, and now that he doesn't, it looks like he filled out properly. He doesn't look too bulky.
Anthony, something tells me that when you're calling him Wonder Girl, it seems like if you saw him in public with his girlfriend, you would try taking his girlfriend, and like with
You'd
no
be like,
quarrels
just bring it
about
back by
you know?
7.
I wouldn't want that thing near me. let's not talk about a man's
No,
woman, right? We shouldn't do that.
We're doing this in jest.
You're calling the man Wonder Girl, dog.
Wonder Girl,
Right, we can make fun of the fighters. But let's not make fun of their, girlfriends
True.
and wives or anything.
I don't even think he has a wife.
I mean, I
or
guess we
girlfriend,
could.
but-
I don't even know.
But, yeah. You know what? He fights like such a fucking bore.
That's karate,
Oh
man.
my God.
Karate's all self-defense.
It's the worst.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
It's like if he doesn't know he sees an opening that he's gonna land in, then he won't throw type
Yep.
shit, you know?
Smart, though, in a way. Smart, but not the most... It's like Floyd.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's a smart
Yeah,
fighter.
Floyd, yeah.
Just boring as fucking hell to watch. At least Lyoto Machida was entertaining
True.
about it.
We have
Yeah.
3 announced fights for later. We have Kevin Lee versus RDA, because Kevin Lee's moving up. What do you guys think of that fight?
Can't stand Kevin Lee.
Yeah, I was actually a
Really?
fan, and then after he fought Iaquinta, I fucking hated him. Because he was such a fucking crybaby.
Why?
He's so
Such a
annoying.
fucking crybaby.
What
About
was
the
he crying
decision,
about?
and like, you lost. You lost to Al. And you talked
You know,
all that shit about Al.
Raging. Ow.
About a guy who
Iaquinta.
beat you. And he talked all that shit.
Well, he's trying to go the Connor route, so he talks shit
Well, he
about
did that
everyone,
with
you know?
Chiesa, and then
No, he's not like
Yamakaki
Connor.
stopped the fight.
He tries
early.
to be, though,
Remember
you know
that?
what I mean?
Chiesa didn't even tap.
Nothing like
And
Connor.
Yamakaki. Remember
tries
when
to be, though.
Yamakaki fucking stepped in, though?
Can't even try. Don't even use their names in a sentence together.
Mario,
Don't ever disrespect the king
I
like
don't
that
wait
again.
to stop the tap. Yamakaki.
Oh, I hate Mario
For that
Yamakaki.
stoppage, Chiesa, Kevin
What?
Lee.
I absolutely
That was
hate
terrible. He didn't even tap.
him. And Mazzagatti sucks too.
Yep.
Well,
It
that was
wasn't
a
a
good
good
stoppage.
stoppage. He didn't.
You know
He
what I
wasn't
mean?
out. His
He was
eyes
so-
were open.
The end.
Mark Goddard really sucks at
His
that
eyes were
too.
still open. What is he, a fucking snake?
Mark Goddard sucks at
Yep, he
officiating.
definitely does. Fuck that guy. Fat bastard.
As we said, Mazda, it should have been stopped for killing the first, you know what I mean? Like, no
Remember how
discussion.
bad Herb
Like,
Dean used to be back in the day? He'd stop a fight if you touched the guy. He's like, oh, fight's over. Or too late. Yo, he was
Really?
terrible.
Fight's over.
Terrible stoppages early on. Like, I'm talking like 04, 06 era Herb Dean. He was either too
Yeah.
early or too late, and then he got really good after. That's why
Yeah,
why
he's one
Ken
of the
and
best.
Tito had
He's one
3
of the best.
fights. Because the second fight, I almost said Yamakaki. Herb Dean stopped the fight early. And Dana was like,
Yeah.
that's bullshit. Let's do it again. On free TV, though. And then it was Big John, and then Big John properly stopped it. Big John's the greatest, though. Hands down. Hands
You
down the
think?
greatest.
is he retired? I haven't seen
Are
him
Retired.
in a
you
while.
ready? Are you ready? Let's
Yeah,
get it on.
he injured
Okay.
something doing jujitsu. He like injured something in his neck, and he's like, I'm fucked. I'm not doing this no more.
Damn.
He was just showing someone something, and that's what did it. We also
That's
It
usually
is.
what happens. It's
Yep.
stupid shit.
not in the fight, not anything else. It's like just stuff you're doing that you've done a million times, and then you're fucked.
It's like when I tore my back bench pressing. I was warming up. Warming up. Don't tear a bench at over 500 pounds. I tear it warming up. I was benching like a little over
It's like-
3. Yep.
Always, every time.
1 plate, 2 plates, 3 plates, pop. I was like, what?
So Corey Anderson turns down Luke Rockhold's fight, and Luke Rockhold now fights Jan Blachowicz.
I thought it was Luke Cockhold,
Corey
as Anthony
Anderson
made up.
turned down a fight?
Rockhold. He's like, I'm not taking
Why?
a stupid fight. I guess because Anderson must be ranked pretty decently high, and he's like, I want someone in front of me, not some guy coming in from the other weight class. And I'm like, Corey, you need to take that fight because Cockhold at least has some street cred.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he almost got Anthony Smith or almost got Gustafsson.
Sounds scared to me.
Well, he almost got Gustafsson on a fight, and then Anthony Smith came and stole it.
Ooh, it's gonna be Smith versus Gus, eh?
That's gonna be the fight. It's coming really soon.
You gotta love Gus. He'll just fucking fight anyone, eh?
It's gonna be like next month, too.
Alexander, the Mauler.
Next month.
And I like Anthony Smith a lot, too.
Let's see exactly why Anderson.
He looks inbred, but I like him. Kind of like Hills Have Eyes type of thing going.
Oh, so it was because of the Gustafsson fight, because he was offered, like, whoever wins is, like, the number one contender kind of thing. It was kind of like that discussion, and then he's like, I'm not fighting Rockhold.
Whoever wants their ass kicked by Jones again type of thing.
So, that's what that is. And then we got the most anticipated fight for me. Raging Al versus Donald Cowboy Cerrone. Boom. That's
my
a
God.
fucking fight right there.
That's
I got Raging Al.
Yes.
I think he's too much for Cowboy. But Cowboy's fucking good, and you could never sleep on that guy.
I know. I don't even want to pick a winner. I love them both.
Imagine Connor versus Cowboy. I really want to see that fight.
But it'll probably be Raging Al.
I gotta agree. Everyone sleeps on Al, and I don't know why.
No, it's silly. I think if he got the trade for the Khabib fight, he might have won.
I mean, the guy did amazingly well.
He didn't even get the trade. Like, all right, 6 hours notice. You want Khabib? Yep.
Hey, and you know what? That's the thing. People thought he was just gonna get decimated, and I'm like, and everyone when I say he didn't get destroyed, they're like, "What are you talking about? Khabib won every round." And I'm like, yeah, but he didn't get smashed. He was competitive with him the whole way.
Yeah, Khabib won all the rounds.
It was competitive the whole way, whereas no other Khabib fight was, except Gleason Tebow. Yeah. But the thing is, like, you look at it, fucking Raging Al's good because he's good everywhere. You can't just knock the guy out. He's tough. He's got really good wrestling, really good jiu-jitsu, and really good boxing. That's a dangerous guy. I was hoping they would probably put, like, Raging Al against someone else in lightweight. I was really hoping. Someone higher up. And then Cowboy could fight Connor, but Connor wanted a piece of the company to take a co-main event slot. And I guess the UFC's like, we only want title fights to be main events, even though they didn't do that for Connor and Diaz, too. That wasn't a title fight, yet that was the main event. It's like, just make Connor and Cowboy the main event, fuck the rest of them. There you go. I'd rather see Cowboy versus Connor than Cerrone versus Iaquinta. What fight would you rather guys see?
I think Connor should get a rematch.
Well, especially with Tony being out now. If Tony wasn't out, I'd say Tony deserves it, because let's get that fight done.
Because does Khabib have an opponent right now?
He's still suspended temporarily. And that's why Poirier and Holloway are fighting for the interim title, which makes no fucking sense to me.
Is there anybody else?
Oh my god, you hate Holloway because of that.
I fought 2 of the top 15 and have 1 title defense. Is there anybody else? I have a whole 1 title defense. Is there anybody else?
And it's like I have like half the title defense.
He literally has 1 title defense. Is there anybody else?
With a stupid lisp, you said?
Yeah, that's stupid little lisp he has. My fucking god. Is there anybody else? I don't know. fight like the rest of the division, maybe.
Fight Frankie.
And it's like, yeah, I've got 15 guys ready now.
Yeah, you got 13 more to go. Was that enough for
I so wanted to see that fight.
you? He's acting like he cleared it out or something. Is there anybody
I just wanted to see Khabib.
And you're like, all of his wins are split decisions and shit.
It's like, come on. The last time he fought someone, he lost. Come on. When he fought McGregor, he got his ass kicked. Is there anybody else? Now that Connor's gone, is there anybody else?
Oh my god.
Oh, jeez.
I beat a guy that they forced to the top of the rankings. Is there anybody else?
Oh my god.
I mean, holy shit, did Ortega get any
You
bigger
got a
push?
huge push.
I mean, is
And
there
you know what?
anybody else?
My prediction was going.
I'd be the guy who got rushed to the top of the rankings. Is there anybody
They do that,
else?
though. They don't give the proper guy the fight. Should have gave Frankie the fight.
Let's take a look at who Ortega beat.
Frankie.
Clay Guida, Diego Brandao, Thiago Tavares, what's left of Cub Swanson, and he
What's
got a lucky
left?
punch against Edgar. Here's your title shot. Is there anybody else?
Did you say that lucky punch against Edgar?
No, lucky punch against Edgar gets a title shot.
Oh my god. Hates Ortega.
Oh, that was embarrassing, though.
Oh,
Cock City.
I'm sorry, he has 2 title defenses. 2.
2 of them for the same guy, probably. Oh my god.
Well, one Jose, one
Oh, yeah.
Ortega.
And then he beat Pettis. A depleted Pettis.
Is there anybody else?
Oh my god.
It's like, well, let's see. Alexander Volkanovsky, Zabit, the Korean Zombie, Frankie
Moicano.
Edgar, Josh Emmett. Well, did he
I don't
fight
think he
Moicano
did.
or no? Holy shit, he didn't. Is there anybody else? It's like, well, how about the rest of the top fucking 10? Is there anybody else? So yeah, holy shit, I thought he fought Moicano. This motherfucker. So Edgar, Volkanovsky, Moicano, Zabit, is there anybody
Josh
else?
And do I need to continue? Like,
Josh Emmett, Korean
Yair
Zombie.
Rodriguez.
Holy shit, the list goes on and on. You fought fucking 3 guys your whole career. Jesus Christ. Is there anybody else? I don't even know how I got a title shot. Is there anybody else?
Oh my god.
He fucking beat like 7 bums and got a title shot.
Oh my god. Oh man. Oh fuck. Well, that does it for pretty much all the news that I have. I mean,
Oh, so let's discuss John, the Bull, McDessie.
oh
I've
my
got him
god.
round 1 victory
I'll
by
take a
knockout.
decision because I don't know enough.
What's that
Pinedo.
guy's name? Pinedo or Pindo?
Pedophile.
Pinedo? I don't know how to say
I
his
don't know.
fucking name. Yeah,
File.
whatever it is.
Yeah, I got McDessie, Blades, and I'll go Thompson, but I'm not counting out Pettis.
Definitely Thompson,
I
man.
don't know.
Come on now.
What's the next pay-per-view?
He's just a better version
April.
of Pettis. Better,
I'll find
taller,
out, actually,
longer.
right now. Let me just find out
April.
exactly. UFC 236. That's when ESPN goes into effect. The whole ESPN thing. April 13th. So here's the official fight card. We have Max Holloway against Dustin Poirier at lightweight for the interim title.
Is there anybody else?
You have Kelvin Gastelum against Israel Adesanya for the interim middleweight title. Because Whitaker's out.
Oh my god. He's getting a title shot.
The winner of the Anderson-Israel.
That's the guy that lost to Vettori, right?
That's the Israel Adesanya fight. An Anderson Silva fight, the winner got the title shot. You know what we should do actually for the next podcast we do? We should each come up with a fight.
Oh man.
I think that'll wrap it up here for the Ringside Gods podcast. The new episode 2, not the one that got decimated because my Xbox is a piece of shit.
You're a good dog, Rover.
I'm your host, Projectmadtrapr. You have Mystic Mac, and you have the King.
This is Mystic Mac.
Yes. Till next time, everybody.